And China's certainly a problem for the Western world, because not only are they becoming an industrial competitor, but they are pretty autocratic. And you know, they got a guy who declared himself almost leader for life, and it's it's just a different set of pressures on the Chinese leadership. And you know, the world has to figure out how they're going to deal with human rights abuse. Every time I'd go to China, I'd talk about religious freedom. And I did so in a way as not to embarrass the Chinese leaders or anger them or create foment disorder. But I told them all the time, I said, look, it mattered to my life. And I think you'll find a society with religious people is going to be a society that's more compassionate. And they didn't want to hear it. Well, first of all, I fully understood the importance of Russia to Germany. It's going to become more important as Germany relies upon Russian natural gas to power her big industrial economy, which I thought was a mistake.
Angela Merkel kept supporting this pipeline.
Yeah, I think it's a mistake, and I told that to Gerhard Schroeder, and I told it to Angela, you know. I think it's a mistake because, you know, the motivations of Russia can be pretty confusing, and I think the more that a nation that is not an open democracy has an economic stranglehold on a democracy, it puts people in a very difficult strategic position. And so I just never understood why this dismantling of the civilian nuclear power by both Chancellor Schroeder and Angela, and it just didn't make any sense to me. But that's the decision they made, and I guess the country's comfortable with it. The progress that could be made for young girls and women in Afghanistan. It's unbelievable how that society changed from the brutality of the Taliban. And now all of a sudden, you know, sadly, I'm afraid Afghan women and girls are going to suffer unspeakable harm.
Is it a mistake, the withdrawal?
You know, I think it is, yeah. Because I think the consequences are going to be unbelievably bad. And I'm sad. And Laura and I spend a lot of time with Afghan women, and they're scared. And I think about all the interpreters and people that helped, not only U.S. troops, but NATO troops. And they're just, it seems like they're just going to be left behind to be slaughtered by these very brutal people. And it breaks my heart. And I'm sure Angela, I haven't talked to her about it, but I suspect she feels the same way.